Hello, Atlanta Falcons fans. We've got some big news for you today. Updates you won't want to miss. So, sit back and get ready because there's a lot to cover. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video. So, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and stay updated with all the latest Falcons news. Thank you. Now, let's get into it. No talks between Falcons and Kirk Cousins about his future. When Kirk Cousins left the Falcons facility on January 6th, he told head coach Raheem Morris they would talk soon. But guess what? That conversation still hasn't happened. According to NFL insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, the Falcons and Cousins haven't spoken since the season ended. And honestly, there might not be much to talk about at this point. Could the Falcons trade Cousins? That seems unlikely since he has a no-trade clause and would rather be released than traded. The Falcons' costly gamble on Cousins. Less than a year ago, Atlanta signed Cousins to a 4-year, $180 million deal, with $90 million guaranteed. He also gets a $10 million bonus if he's on the roster by March 17th. So far, Cousins has made $62.5 million for just 14 starts in 2024. If he stays, he'll earn another $27.5 million in 2025, plus his bonus. That would make him the highest-paid backup quarterback in NFL history. But the Falcons seem ready to move on with their 2024 first-round pick, Michael Penix Jr. The rookie struggled in his 3 starts, completing 58% of his passes for 737 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Meanwhile, Cousins had a tough time in Atlanta. In his last 5 games, he threw just 1 touchdown and 9 interceptions, as the Falcons finished 1-4 in that stretch. Injuries didn't help either. He suffered elbow and shoulder issues after a hit in Week 10 against the Saints. What's next? The Falcons are expected to move on from Cousins, either by trading or releasing him. But when? It could come right down to the wire on March 17th, according to reports. And that's not all. There's big talk about the Falcons making a move for Browns superstar Myles Garrett. Could Atlanta land one of the best pass rushers in the NFL? Stick around because we'll break that down next. Could the Falcons trade for Myles Garrett? The Falcons need a serious boost in their pass rush, and while the Cleveland Browns don't want to move Myles Garrett, they might not have a choice. But is there a scenario where the Falcons and Browns strike a deal that helps both teams? According to NFL insider Jeff Howe, the answer is yes. I think if Cleveland realizes they have to move him, they'll look at the NFC first, Howe said on 92.9 The Game. And a team like Atlanta makes a lot of sense. They're not a top contender yet, but they're in the mix with teams like Tampa Bay or Arizona, teams looking to add a key piece to move forward. Myles Garrett, a game changer. Garrett, 29 years old, has been an All-Pro for 5 straight seasons and won the NFL Defensive Player of the Year award in 2023. Last season, he dominated with checkmark 14 sacks, league high, checkmark 22 tackles for loss, checkmark started all 17 games. Garrett still has 2 years left on his 5-year, $125 million contract and will have a salary cap hit of $19.7 million in 2025 and $21.4 million in 2026. Can the Falcons afford him? Here's the challenge. Atlanta ranks 27th in cap space with negative $11 million, meaning they're currently over the salary cap. Plus, they only have 5 draft picks this year, including just 2 picks in the top 100. On paper, it looks like a long shot. But Jeff Howe believes the Falcons could make an offer Cleveland can't refuse, maybe even offering multiple first-round picks. Will the Falcons make a move? Atlanta has made it clear they want to improve their pass rush. Could that mean calling Cleveland to see what's possible? Stay tuned. A move like this would shake up the NFL and will keep you updated on every development.